Hey peeps, how you doing? I hope this is all working. This may well be not working. I'm not sure. We shall have to see. Hey Lindsay, hey Daniel, how you doing, guys? Hey Swifty. So yeah, a bunch of new screens and things. It's all a little bit, still not entirely finished, but and I'm streaming at 1080p for the first time as well. I don't usually stream at 1080p. I usually stream at 720. So I hope this is all going to work. We shall have to see. There's probably going to be some weird things. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Oh, the little chat thing's working all right. Popping up on screen. Looks like a bit slow. Hey Fauna, how you doing? Yes, I thought I'd just do. I've been trying to do these. Tell you what, I've been trying to get these screens finished for absolutely ages. Patch updates, everyone. Oh no, I've still got the Kango things on. Hold on. Hold tight. Let me turn off my Kango things. You can hear me fine. Sweet. We got no music though, right? Yes, I've been trying to get these done for ages. And I've been buggering about with it for ages. I had a whole set done, and then I looked at them and was like, they don't match my channel at all. I had this whole like blue set that I had basically just like downloaded, no music. That probably because I hadn't started the music yet. Hold on, let's see. This is probably going to come out really loud. There we go. I think we've got new music. Yeah, they're not done. They're all right, but they do actually kind of at least match my brand a bit better. Yeah, they're like a combination of things that I made and the things that I downloaded off of like Nerd or Die or something. So I just downloaded this whole pack from Nerd or Die. I think it was Nerd or Die for like £6 or something, and then put it all in and put all the screens in, and then like just decided I didn't like any of them. As is my way, as is my tinkering way, always faffing about with something. So yeah, bin them all off, and then I start again. So like the little border and stuff is all from that, and there's some new alerts and things, and these will be my Twitch screens as well. But as I said, I haven't finished yet, so there's probably things. So Morph has disappeared. We no longer have Morph. We might bring Morph back at some point. I don't know. I haven't decided. I think like Morph is mostly like just something that I know and a few of you guys know, but most people just go, "What's this little weird brown dude? What's this little brown dude?" Keep popping up. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of Zimba. I'm going to do a bit of Zimba Zoo, which is what we're looking at now. All my transitions are janky as well. So hopefully this one just takes us to the game. We have this weird little... You're going to have to just ignore the fact there's like a little curved corners on this. Rip Morph, yeah. It just kind of didn't really... I might bring him back at some point. He might have some role to play at some point in the future. Oh, weird. Never noticed that happened before. So I've done some work on this since we last played. I think you guys have seen me bring the elephants in. You had seen me bring the elephants in. So this is the original. Let's just do a little recap. This is all the original gubbins. This is the last episode with my bus stop. With my bus stop that I loved. And then like this janky backstaginess, which I kind of like. Still kind of happy with it. He needs to make special appearances now and again. Yeah, I think so. I might just put him as like a random event that can happen sometimes. What are these guys all milling about for? Well, we've got to work on this. Well, so this is all new. So if you remember, I have got this. This is the exit out from the like plaza, and all of this plaza obviously still needs doing, but I'm not going to do that. And then I started working on this, which I think is going to be like a flamingo thing that's going to go from up there to down here somewhere. So I made this whole like Gabion wall thing out of gubbins and mesh and pieces. And then there's this like fake kind of lagoon, which still needs to be finished off. And then this is how you then transition around to the elephants. So I think what we're going to work on today... Oh, I don't think you guys have seen this. I think I've done a bunch of new stuff to this since you last saw it. Am I recording? So yeah, this is the elephant habitat, if you remember this from the last whenever. So yeah, I looked at some pictures, I looked at some reference pictures and stuff, and so I've like trying to work out how you move the elephants around between different places. So there's a big double gate there, and then they come out, and then there's these kind of bumper bar things which I've kind of seen before, and I had inside, and then they come out, and so that's how you kind of move them between different pens. I'm only here for an hour today. Euro Super Cup is at 8. Oh, is it? Who's playing in the Euro Super Cup? Is it Matt? Oh, you. Yes, of course, because you're a Chelsea supporter. I've just remembered. Yeah. Because you're a Chelsea supporter. Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. That's all right. No worries, dude. I'm not sure what we'll get done. We'll do our usual kind of just goobering about, mostly not getting bugger all done. Villarreal. So Villarreal won the UEFA Cup and Chelsea won the Champions League. Yes, I remember. So I think what we're going to work on is like this area, which I think is going to be like a combination of staff buildings and some like kind of warehousey crap. So there'll be a bunch of like places to hold hay and things. That's my idea. And some of this fence will probably disappear, and we'll see how we do. I'm going to try and get back into a bit more of a routine. I know I've been pretty crap recently, guys. I had loads of shit going on. I am in the process of moving, so that's all consuming a lot of time. Oh, don't tell me you're a Chelsea supporter as well. I might have to start handing out bands. We might have to start timing out the Chelsea supporters. What's going on there as well? I've got this like random little crappy bit. So I've got a bunch of like fixing up to do where I've moved this path and everything as well, but I think we'll work on this. Boo indeed. Boo indeed, Lindsay. I wholeheartedly concur. Right, so let's go. I think we'll try and like. I think what we'll do is we'll try and build like a new palette set, like we did with this, but for like backstage wall pieces. In fact, did I do that? Yeah, we could reuse some of this. But I think the thatch probably needs to disappear. So I think we'll just go. We'll try and make like a new kind of industrial looking set. This is Planet Zoo or Planet 8? I'm only joking. I don't really mind, to be honest. It's one of those. It's one of those things, isn't it? People do kind of get a bit divisive on. Probably in my younger days, I had a bit more of a opinion on Chelsea, but it's quite good for an English team to win the Champions League. So, right then. So yeah, we'll see about building like a. I think we'll just make these pretty. These are going to be pretty simple, I think. Let's go with plaster. See what we can make out of. What's the smallest plaster piece? I'll tell you what we could use. We could use the block set that I made for Tigrido. Anti-Southern Sides and anti-Man U. It's not. Yeah, Man U are like not the source of all hate anymore. Anyway, are they? A Bolton on a Bolton a team? Did Bolton play football? Did Bolton play football? Really? That's a bit uninspiring, isn't it? But maybe we'll just kind of see where we get to with it. Tell you what we'll do. Yeah, so we'll have to see how long. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. I'm not gonna kind of fuss over the. At the moment, I'm in a like just gonna stream until I don't want to stream anymore. type mood. So that all a group now? No, but cool. Right, so let's maybe do a. Let's do. Maybe we'll just make this like a brick pattern, I guess. I haven't done this with these blocks yet. They're not really the right size, but we shall see. I'd love to have like a proper brick, just like brick pieces in the game that you didn't have to do this sort of stuff with. Oh, that's much bigger. Why is it much bigger? What did I just do there then? Oh, I turned it on its side, that's why. Okay, let's turn them all on this side then. It's pretty dire. They have a team. I wouldn't go as far as say they played football. I remember Bolton from... Bolton even in the Premier League anymore? I don't even remember. That's pretty terrible. Hey Bold, how you? So let's go with we'll go with the side-on pieces. I think they're a bit better. That's not going to overlap that well, but that'll be alright. So yeah, new Tycoon do episode coming out this weekend, which I'm kind of looking forward to finally sharing. Meerkats and aardvarks in like a shared space, but like not a shared habitat, which is kind of works out quite well. Right, what shall we do with these then? I don't know if I want them to look like. I don't think I want them to look mud colour. I think we'll just go. So this is basically like a backstagey thing. So these can all just go. We'll just go grey with all of these. League One, we were in Premiership under Allardyce's reign. I'm trying to remember some of the. We're talking about soccer in a minute, guys, for all of you that don't know. I'm trying to remember some of the like good players that Bolton had in the past. Struggling to think of any. Funnily enough. Struggling to think of any. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. They had a Nelka. Oh god. I was looking at some of the like the football's just crazy now, isn't it? Just mad. The money is just gone to new levels of madness. Yeah, that'll be alright. I think that'll be alright. Let's maybe make that a bit more. Oh, I'm using the rusty bits as well. Crap. I don't want to use the rusty bits. Because the rusty bits can't be recoloured. What's the... I don't really want to use these because they're really crap. Texture just looks really rubbish on those. Guess we use this one. Yeah, that'll do. So I'm doing a double wall here so that I can hide all of my gubbins, all of my workings. What's the bow and so the bow and arrow guy is for scale. So someone made him. He's like, it's basically, it's a good thing we're building in this game to have like a point of reference for the size of a person. So he's basically the size of a person because I haven't got a path over there. I plop him down and then I can make sure that everything stays within a reasonable scale. Otherwise, it's really easy to end up with like a 30-foot wall or something. It's all right when you've got something like that because you can compare it to the animal, but it's one of the things that people often get wrong in this game is just the scale. It's partly because the standard wall size that you get in the game is a 4-meter wall, and so if you just plot, so the game kind of dictates that you build from like 4-meter pieces, but when do you ever see 4-meter walls? You just don't see it very often, especially in something like this that I'm building. It's just like it doesn't want to be big, it wants to be small. It's actually it's an old meme from Planet Coaster. Because Planet Coaster used to have basically Planet Coaster used to have like animated characters. They were kind of like, what would you call them, like animatronic characters. Yeah, exactly. Hey Emma. Yeah, I mean the trouble is, it would be cool to have them, but they don't massively fit into a zoo game, do they? Really, if you think about it. I mean, it's a sort of thing that fits quite nicely into an amusement park, and I never really massively. I didn't really play much of Planet Coaster, so I didn't kind of know. It was only till recently I was watching some something that Beyond Drew did, and like all the stuff with the special effects was like so cool. What am I looking for here? Yeah, you could do all these, you had like triggers and things that like when things, when a certain, when people, I think when like people reached a certain point on a path or something, you could trigger animatronics and things. That like super cool. But yeah, we don't have anything like that in this, so I think that would probably be a bit chunky. Hey Adventuraf, are you a Chelsea supporter as well? Yeah, PSG. I mean, it's just madness, isn't it? Paris Saint-Germain signing Lionel Messi. So Messi and Neymar and what's his chops? The French dude, all in the same side. What's the French guy's name? I don't even remember his name. Mbappe, is it? I think he's a bit overrated, to be fair. Mbaps. I think he's a bit overrated. Like, he missed a penalty. We'll stop the football talk in a minute, guys. Apologies. I'll stop the football talk just as they all bugger off to go and watch Chelsea get beat. Messi on 600,000. Absolute. That is mad. How can anybody be allowed to be earning £600,000 a week? Like, what would you do with 600 grand a week? I just cannot imagine. I cannot see how that can be allowed in the world. How can we have people on £600,000 a week? Yeah, right? Like, literally work for a month and just say, actually, do you know what? I don't really want to bother with any of this. I've just made £1 million in the last... I mean, I guess they pay, they pay like a big amount of tax. So they're paying like 40-50% tax, I guess. But still, that is mad. 300 grand a week. I mean, you could 600 grand a week. So you could buy a new house. You could buy like a new house every week. Maybe he comes and retires down in the USA club here. Yeah, well, that, I don't know. It seems to be the pattern that people are going to, retiring to China quite often now. Shall we use that beam or that beam? About the same size. Quite like the textures on that one. Yeah, I know, right? Lindsay, paying all that money and basically just getting to play football all day. Isn't that just crazy? What is the world coming to? The thing is, they're like, they're a visible money maker, aren't they? That, if you think about that compared to Bezos or someone, where it's all just kind of behind the scenes making his money. I think 600k is after tax. You reckon? Yeah, true. Actually, it doesn't include sponsors and stuff that money he makes. So we could be, he could easily be taking home £1 million a week. Messi could probably care less what he gets paid based on how much he wanted to stay at Barcelona. So what was the deal with Barcelona? Just couldn't afford him anymore or something? Is that right? Let's go grab this. Dun, dun, dun. How does that compare, guys, to like basketball players and stuff? Because I remember when I was living in the States, I remember the baseball players make crazy money. Is that the same? And presumably that's the same with the basketball players. Do they make comparable figures to that? So I left it with the mud pillar like that so that I can pick the whole thing up and move it around easily. So it doesn't move on a weird... It doesn't do anything weird. Right, so I need to make a corner piece next as well. So let's put those back. Governing body put a ceiling on the patch. Yeah, because they're like $1 billion in debt or something, aren't they? Barcelona. How does that? It's just mad. It's just cray. How can it be allowed? Even my elephants think it's wrong. I got the desktop sound. I got the desktop sounds on. There we go. So what's your prediction on? I'm guessing you're going to say. I mean, Chelsea got to be favourites, right? I'd assume. Tonight. That's one thing about well, several things about moving house, but I'm going to be I won't have any Sky TV anymore. Boo! So no more football. No more football for Tobes. Couldn't take more than a 50% wage cut. Yeah, I saw that. What was that all about? Why couldn't he take more than a 50% pay cut? It said something about he couldn't, like, by the rules he couldn't take more than a 50% pay cut. How come? How come he couldn't just work, like, play for free? Yeah, 2-0 to Chelsea, you reckon? I don't think it was that. I mean, the trouble is with all these guys is they've all got like, yeah, they've got sponsors and stuff, and then agents that are all, asking for silly money and all that sort of thing. I think that would be alright. So what we're gonna, this is basically just gonna be like a barn, I think. So we'll do one of those there. Oh, in fact, the trick with these things is to keep them away from what you're actually building. Based on Spanish national wage rules, you cannot take more than a 50% wage cut in a year. I mean, yeah, but surely that's like based on. That seems mad. I mean, surely that's based on like people making actual like normal money, and presumably that's to protect the employee. That's to protect people that can't suddenly have all their income cut. Not to protect someone who's making bajillions. What would you do if you had? Oh, I'm missing a bit of beam there. Stupid. What would you do if you suddenly had 300 grand a week? It's like incomprehensible, even to think of that amount of money, isn't it? I mean, $300, like, that's just mad. I'm really excited to see what Chelsea looks like. Being an American, I'd like to see Pulisic start, but he probably won't. Yeah, he's kind of been in and out of favour, hasn't he, Pulisic? Seems like decent, but... I might have to do something in the join there as well. Anyway, Planet Zoo, how much is a decent gaming PC these days? Oh, depends. Depends, really. On what you class as decent. I mean, you can spend such a crazy amount of money on PCs. GPUs are crazy at the moment. I think CPUs are as well, aren't they? It's all the old silicon shortage. I remember you saying about did you say your PS5 has died or something, Daniel? Dreamy Specks of Mine, Daniel. I just got it last summer and it's a dream. The thing is, PCs are my philosophy has always been, if you're buying a new PC, buy like the best you can afford, because they become obsolete so quickly. Or not obsolete, but you know what I mean. If you buy like a lower end one, right? Yeah, when you're first buying it, then given you'll get less sort of shelf time for it. I think mine's probably about 4 years old. Yeah, in fact, I think it's probably older than that. Yeah, it is. In fact, it is. Probably 5 years old, my PC. And I had to change the cooling and stuff, but nothing else for a long time. But when I bought it, a really expensive one. A stupid. If you've seen if you've ever seen it in the background in the Twitch streams, I bought an obnoxiously massive case. I bought like a proper bachelor PC. Put mine about 4 years ago, and it's become so laggy even with a graphic update. Yeah, can happen, can't it? Normally you should build your own, but the market might be at least. Yeah, you can't get CPUs now or GPUs without spending an absolute fortune. I've never built my own. I know that's what people always say. You're better off building your own, but what's that one a different? Why are those a different colour? Why is that colour so different? Is that just the position? Both the same colour. You should build your own, but yeah, I've always thought, it's just if you get a pre-built PC, you've got you've got a warranty and all that sort of stuff. You don't have it if you build your own, your risk is far higher. Did I keep the corner piece? I did keep the corner piece. I don't need to do that. GPU is also rising because cryptocurrency. Oh, that's right. The old cryptocurrency as well. Oh, that's annoying. Bitcoin mining is in times of a chip shortage. Hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, it makes sense. You're saying it right. I don't really understand what mining cryptocurrency is. It's a bit weird. I think my little brother could explain it to me, but I haven't got a bloody Scooby about all that sort of gubbins. It doesn't mean much to me. Oh, okay. Let's move it into place then. But yeah, it's been ages that, hasn't it? It seems to have been for so long that's been an issue. Because you still can't get the 30, the 30 series. PS5 won't allow me to play House Flipper. I've emailed them and they say it is a unique error they've never come across. I have to send game files off to them to investigate. I'm presuming that's the House Flipper's response, right? I still haven't got these bits in there. Come on! 10 years ago I'd have built my own, wouldn't even know where to start now. Yeah. I think I'd build my own. I'd build my own like as a as a second PC maybe. But I don't think I'd spend loads of money building my own. I just think I'd be too worried that I'd arse it up. Hey Elephant, how you doing? Made a bit of a mess of this, but never mind. Yeah, so Saturday's episode of Tigwadoo, guys. I say it in the commentary, but it may if you watch I did a stream where I started building a meerkat habitat, and this is basically that one, but I destroyed it all and started again. This is basically that habitat that I started on stream, but yeah, I completely like destroyed it all and started again because I didn't like it. Ah, there's one of the new alerts. Now, is that? I'm assuming that's a subscription alert. No. Welcome. I didn't even catch the name. Terrible. I'm so shit. I've got all new alerts and I don't know what any of them are. But that was one of the new alerts popped up. I'm guessing that was a subscriber alert. That's the most likely. No, I've only ever built one from old parts of tech I had. Yeah, I think that's a good way of learning, right? Because then you're not... Yeah, if you've got like spare bits and stuff... Oh, it was you, was it, Alfie? Welcome, welcome. That's all right, no worries. All good. Yeah, apologies, I didn't catch what it was. I just changed all of my stream stuff, so all a bit new. Hey Leaf, how you doing, dude? We're kind of working on. I pulled an old elephant habitat into my African zoo, so I've started working on some backstage buildings, but I think I'm probably going to start working on this in a minute because this is a bit boring. This is going to be like a flamingo habitat. I tell you what, guys, I don't know if everybody else does this, but I work in such a weird order of things. Like, this is the obvious thing I should be working on. I've done all of this. This is all done and all looking nice. I'm happy with all of this. And I should be working in this plaza. But I'm working on this bit over here. I've kind of got a picture of what's going to happen in the gap between the two. But how you doing, Leaf? Hope you're good, dude. This looks insane, very clean. I'm loving it. Thank you very much. Get in there. Built my first PC when I was like 14. Now I do it for work. My parents and I own a computer shop. Well, yeah, so you definitely know what you're doing then. You definitely know what you're doing. I wouldn't have a clue. I should, because I did like part of my degree at uni was I did like electronic engineering, part of my degree. So I should have an idea. Like, I know the theory. The theory how it works. And I think, you know, a few years ago. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, Daniel. To do it in a like do it on something you don't really mind too much if it doesn't work straight away. Is that one separate? Oh, my groups again. My groups are getting crazy. I need a difference. The side wall's got to be a different group, I think. Yeah, that's better. Sort of. So these are going to just be like open fronted, like kind of hangar buildings, like a barn sort of thing. I did it at college, but the course was abysmal. I wanted to get into IT, but it never progressed after that. Well, I'm like, yeah, my job has always been like weird because I'm a pretty non-techie techie. So I work in software, but I'm not really a techie. My job is like user experience side. So it's kind of it's always been yeah, anything that's like too IT, I always try and stay away from it. And anything that's really anything like too technical, I always try and stay away from it because I'm trying to keep what I tell myself is that I'm kind of trying to keep my user's head on. Little trick, guys, if you're ever working on anything like this, so this is all a bit weird if you've not seen like people using mud pillars and stuff before, but basically using the mud pillar with things that are non-gridded items means that it moves around easier. So as you see, I can pick those up and move them on the grid and they'll stay on the grid. Obviously the temptation would then be to get rid of the mud pillar, but as soon as you do that, everything will move back in a weird way again. So the trick is to just hide the mud pillars under the ground. So don't take them off of the grid. You don't need to keep, in fact you only need to keep like one in the whole group, and that'll basically keep it as a gridded object. Just put them under the ground so that if ever you want to move that building again, like it's treated like a gridded object rather than a non, if that makes sense. Used to be a whiz, now I have to ask a younger person. Yeah, well, my brother did computer engineering at uni, and he's like, he's better at it than I am. But it's quite funny that he's always been, even when he was like 14, he was lecturing his older brother on how everything worked. It's kind of funny. I was like, yeah, I work, I work in this sort of thing. I work in software engineering. Such is life. So let's just do like a concrete floor. Obviously the challenge of this building is going to be what we do with the roof, I guess. I think we might come back to that in a minute because I fancy doing some pretty stuff. So I think we'll do a bit on this over here. I noticed how good that water looks. So yeah, this is basically going to be like a massive, great big kind of lagoon thing. I'm probably going to have some, I don't know, haven't decided exactly yet, but I might have some like waterfalls or something coming down off the top there. But it's all going to carry on looking like it's fake and not real. And this was all to get that path up there. God, that path is so crap looking. It's bumpy. It's very bumpy. Oh, I can't be bothered with that right now. Tell you what we might do. We might go and... Can we pick this building up? How does this gonna move? That's not too bad. Have I got that somewhere else? I do. Here's one I made earlier. Right, so we might use this set as like a building, a little building for the flamingos. I'd never seen what the backstage of a flamingo house looks like. I'm guessing they get shut up in something at night. What piece did you use for that stone looking wall by the water? Do you mean this? I made like a custom gabion. It's a bit piece heavy, but so they're like, you know, rocks all embedded in there. And then a million of them. and then 2,257 pieces later, you get like a gabion retained wall, which I think will look alright once I've kind of blended it in with everything. This is the coolest bit in Planet Zoo, when you get this, like when you look at stuff and you're like, it's so far off of being done, but you just got to persist with it. God, this looks so... So this is this elephant habitat is like one of my first habitats I built, so it's got a lot of jankiness we're going to have to tidy up at some point, but we'll get there. So yeah, what do we think? Do we think that I guess that flamingos get locked up at night, right? Would be my assumption. Maybe they get locked in somewhere. That's got like water inside, I'd guess. Don't really know. But you'd assume they get put away at night. I would anyway, and not just kind of left hanging out. So we might just do a little building for them. It's funny, once you get to a stage in Planet Zoo, once you've done like enough different builds and things, for some reason I'm missing a piece there. I missed that bit. You end up with like an accumulated like number of previous builds and previous things. I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, I could use that. I could just go and lift that building that I created for such and such, and that would work pretty well over here. I think this is going to be like just a low level building, like pretty simple. It's a bit messy, but we'll get there. What was that you just did? Don't know, dude. Your stream will be a little bit too far behind. Looks like you were placing shadows. I don't know. What was it? I am the Shadow Master. I place the shadows. I don't know. What did I do? That should be that one. Oh, I sank some piece down. Right, I gotcha. Yeah, so like that is just see, I've got that little kind of trim along the bottom of it. That's just another piece of plaster in the floor. The mud say the mud pieces are like, I don't know why, I'm obsessed by these mud pieces at the moment. I don't think I'd ever realised that you could recolour them. I don't know if we'd always been able to recolour them, but having the option to recolour them makes such a difference. Right, so that'll do for that. And then we'll just make a little pitch. I think we'll just make like a little pitch roof on this. So, what shall we use for this then? I think we'll just use the corrugated again, but maybe we'll go with a rusted one this time. Let's see how that ends up looking. Well, that could work. That could work. Roofs are definitely the hardest thing to get right in Planet Zoo. The struggles. Maybe let's do like a. Maybe let's do like an overhang, maybe. I'm gonna have to blueprint this and move it over there, but that'll be all right. It'd be lovely just to have all the gridded pieces as off-grid pieces. Just have that option. It's one of those things that Prehistoric Kingdom's got. I am looking forward to Prehistoric Kingdom. It just feels like it's been a long time since we had the initial hype of the pre-alpha or alpha or whatever it was. Alpha, I think. Trim. Right, this needs some timber basically, and then it's not too bad. It's like ridge beam even a thing. Ridge. Yeah, that's the puppy. That's the poppy. So we'll get the angle off of that. Was the other game released yet? What other game do you mean? Prehistoric Kingdom? Yeah, you might just give me a little bit more of a chance. Mention it being better than House Flipper and Planet Zoo. Paralives? No, Paralives is ages away. Paralives is the big rival to The Sims, basically. Yeah, Paralives, but it's yeah, it's a long way off. I mean, everything they've done looks really cool, but yeah, it's a long way from done. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still like 3 years away, in all honesty. You purchased The Sims, man, that game sucks. Really? What about it do you think sucks? I think Sims has got a lot of stuff that's cool about it, but yeah, it depends if you play it for like the simulation thing. Like, I've never really been that interested in the simulation part of The Sims. But I think we'll go. I think I probably will go back and play it at some point. Is that? Oh, that's on grid. That's such a shame. Oh well. Sims is okay. Hey, Crizzy. Yeah, I think Sims is okay. You tell him. You tell him. You leave the Sims alone. No, each to their own. Yeah, I've never been a fan. I've never particularly been a fan of the actual sim part of the Sims, I guess. But the building is still pretty cool. It's got a lot of, the whole like being able to copy stuff. Like you can build a whole building and then just like copy it. Like that's pretty badass. Or you just build like a whole side of something. It's got a lot of things that, it's got a lot of good things about going for it, but. And the thing they always got right with The Sims is that The Sims is like more than one game in one. So it's basically like 3 games all rolled into one, isn't it? Because some people just, if you go on Twitch, you can literally just watch people doing like characters, making characters. And then obviously you've got the like building bit of it, which is the bit I'm most interested in. And then you've got people just like making babies and things. Actually like Tamagotchi in it, going full on Tamagotchi. You like The Sims as well, Fauna? I used to be addicted to building houses, but after Planet Zoo, I no longer can handle the controls. What, as in going back to Sims? That is a bit of a, that can be a bit of a thing, can't it? You just like muscle memory. I always have that. Your muscle memory like clicks into. I do it all the time if I'm playing another game. My brain's like, I'm pressing a button, spamming a button, and being like, why is this not working? It's like, because it's the wrong game, you numpty. It's not that game. Again, my statement was probably too broad. The developers' greed sucks. Having to buy all the various add-ons. That was of 15 quid each to get the building part. This is true. This is true. And they're like notorious for it, aren't they? Shall we do that? I think maybe we'll do that. Admittedly, I've spent too much. Go on, give us a rough estimate. The thing is, it's a dangerous, like, slippery slope with The Sims, isn't it? Because it's very easy to end up spending a bloody fortune on it. Because you see like 1 or 2 build pieces, you're like, oh, that's all I need in my life. That's all I need. That's what I'm looking for. Suck along that EAT a little bit more. And then you're like, oh God. Then you get bored of it. You're like, oh, I've just spent 30 quid and I can't stand this game anymore. What you need to be is you need to be like what are those dudes? What are those like EA dudes that get all the stuff for free? That's the golden ticket right there. EA just, they don't do that for a lot of people though, I don't think. There's like, a handful of people, aren't there, that are in that club. Over £1,000. Eek! 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 That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money for a Tamagotchi. Eek! Okay, it's been good, but I'm off to watch the football. Good luck, dude. Hope they do well. I'll be back depending on how long the game how the game goes. Yeah, we'll see you in 20 minutes. If we see him skulking back in, we know it's not gone well. Yeah, I think I probably will play I'll play The Sims some more because I do like it still. Oh crap! It does annoy me when that happens. But yeah, spending a grand on it. Go on holiday with £1,000. Yikes! Pulls tongue out. What you were talking about for a minute? Pokes tongue out, surely not pulls tongue out. I was like, what? I watched Seven last night. That's probably why my brain's in a strange place with that. Pulls tongue out. Literally just pulled my tongue out. You feel like you've come off the worst of that. Making that decision. Right, we've still got. Why is there a imperfection? Is that just because it's not selected? Oh, well, we'll have to do something to cover that up. Jankiness is the route to creativity. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling myself. Right, we've got to fix all this up inside, obviously. Oh, you're off grid. Okay. Watched 7 last week. Brilliant film, but the sound is awful. Really quiet. Yeah, it's Were we talking about this on stream the other? I feel like I was talking about this on stream not that long ago. Maybe I was with my friend. I think I just said, I was like, what's in the box? And was I doing that on stream? I can't remember. Oh no, it was on Drew's stream the other day. Like, he said it randomly. I was like, 7 quote? What's in the box? I was watching one of those things today as well. It's just like, you know, when you get into one of those YouTube rabbit holes and you've like clicked on the wrong video and then you suddenly realise you're on a loop of like 20 things you didn't know about such and such, 20 things you didn't know about Seven. Sylvester Stallone was approached to be Brad Pitt's character. It's like, can you imagine? Can you imagine Rocky? Sylvester Stallone's character. Doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. Yeah, the movie with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Kevin Spacey. Yeah, like everybody that was in it, it wasn't the first choice. Literally everybody. No one was the first choice. Yeah, so Brad Pitt was Sylvester Stallone was approached first. I think I feel like there was someone else before him as well. What are we going to do up there then? This is going to be fun. Kevin Spacey, randomly, Kevin Spacey was going to be dude out of REM, the lead singer out of REM. Like what? Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Dude's not even an actor. It's like, yeah, he was going to be in place of Kevin Spacey. David Fincher, the director, wasn't even the first choice. Oh no, this is bad. What's that? What's that all about? But yeah, can't imagine Rocky as the Brad Pitt character. I think that movie is just as old as me. That doesn't make it bad. Don't make me feel old. Don't make me feel old. You were born in 95. Oh God, that makes me feel old. You've achieved it. Yeah, we should. It would have been a very different film, I feel. They have brick cell phones, do they? I don't remember. It's so bleak, though. It's like brilliantly bleak, isn't it? Just like it's so bleak. It's not a. I mean, to be fair, it's not probably the best choice of films to watch on your own when you're not, not in the cheeriest of moods. It's like, There's a moment when I was watching it, I was like, is this the best choice? Am I making good life decisions here? 92. Emma says it's 95. I don't remember. First time I watched that film, I was really not expecting that ending. Well, so apparently as well, again, same crappy movie trivia YouTube video I was watching, that there was a mistake, that they sent David Fincher the wrong script. So there was an original script written that was the one that we basically got, and the studio had forced the writers to write a revised script that included a different ending. One of those ending was that it was the head of their dog, and one of the endings was that it was inside the box was a video. It was a TV, a little mini TV, and on it was Gwyneth Paltrow's character like tied up somewhere but rescuable. And it was only by mistake that they sent out the original script, and once the director had read it, he was like, yeah, that's what I want to sign up for. So then when they realised the error, it was too late. He was already signed up to it. He wanted to do it like that. Okay, so this needs some supports. Maybe we keep using that. I think maybe we keep using that. So do we go with the inside of this building as well? I feel like maybe we do the inside of it as well. It's kind of big. I think that'll be alright. So I was originally going to do it side on, but I think we'll do it... I think we'll just like take out one of these sections. Yeah, you're not supposed to think... Yeah, I mean, it's a big twist, isn't it, at the ending? That's what's so cool about it. Is it is proper. It's a proper like Hollywoody ending, where everything goes to shit. It just goes to shit completely. There's no dampening it down. There's no heroic moment at the end, is there? Yeah, I really like this mud texture. As I said, either it wasn't recolorable or I just never realised it was, but it's a bit crap where the joins are. It's not as clean as it could be. Maybe I can just move this out a tiny bit just to clean that up. We'll just fake it. We'll do something over the top of that. We'll make it look like it's supposed to be like that. We'll put beam in. A little cross beam or something. In fact, what we'll do... let's go back to that. As we'll do a whole little... Yeah, we'll do a whole little kind of support thing for this front section that we then maybe use inside. So let's pull that up to there. Quite looking forward to getting back to the cinema actually. Not been to the cinema. Was I saying about? I can't remember if I've. My brain's a bit of a noodle at the moment. Like I can't remember what I've said to people. I can't remember what I've said to you guys on stream. But like, so if you've heard me tell this story, I think this just happens when you get older. If you've heard this, told me this story before, then apologies. Was I telling you guys about the M. Night Shyamalan film that I went to see recently? What's it? I can't remember what it's called now. The Beach? Maybe it's called The Beach? I think it is The Beach. That's the Leonardo DiCaprio film. Anyway, the whole film is basically about how there's this beach and people get older quickly on this beach. They get older quicker than they should on this beach. So I was like, oh, I'll take myself to the cinema. Off to the cinema, watch this. And I was like, we'll see if they've got a film. See if it actually goes anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not a film. It's just like there's this. The concept is that people get older on this beach the longer they're on this beach, and that's basically it. They just have this. That's the idea. It's basically a premise, but doesn't have anywhere else it goes. Good story. Good story. True story. But yeah, it'd be good to get back to some like decent films. The only thing I can think of that's coming. Old. Is it called Old? Is that right? Maybe. The only one I can think of that's coming that I'm kind of looking forward to at the moment, and feel free to give me recommendations if you know of any others, is the last Bond. The last Daniel Craig Bond is coming soon, isn't it? It got delayed from like last year or whatever. Do you ever get halfway through a film and think, God, this is rubbish, but then you feel compelled to watch it to the end, so you waste your life on the first half? I mean, if I'm in the cinema, if I've gone to the cinema, then I think I've only ever walked out of a film once. I can't even remember what the film was. Is that weird, or does that look weird? I don't know if that's good. Maybe it doesn't need that one. That's better. I quite often watch a film on the telly, or I've got on Netflix or something, and I'll just be like halfway through and abort it because I'm just like, this is terrible. But yeah, it's been I can't think of the last time that I went to the cinema and left. I'm pretty sure it's only happened once. Maybe a bit yellow, all this stuff. Let's just knock it off of that a bit more. That's it. I feel like that could be convincing as some sort of support for it. Getting older means you can watch your favourite films time and again. Yeah, well, I've definitely said this before on stream. Also, having a really terrible memory helps for that. Having a really crap memory where you can watch the same, you can be surprised by a film many, many times. You like don't remember the twists. But yeah, 100% agree. Being as you get older, you like can definitely rewatch. I quite like rewatching stuff though. Like, I went to my friends at the weekend, and yeah, rewatching something with someone that you know you both like the film, and you just like rewatching it again and laughing, and you know all the lines and stuff. I quite like that. I quite like that. Ick! It's all messy inside. Is it messy on that side as well? Ick! Oh no. These are different thicknesses then, are they? I went to The Devil Made Me Do It from the Conjuring series in the cinema after that opened again from COVID. Was that any good? Hey Wes, how you doing, dude? No worries. Wesley is never late. He arrives precisely on time. Or whatever Gandalf says. What are we talking about? We're talking about stuff at the cinema, dude. Basically, talking about stuff at the cinema. Yeah, just like what's good is coming. What good stuff is coming up at the cinema? Why have I just written book? Why have I written book there? What brain fart was I having? Why have I written book? There's no books. I don't even know what I was looking for. Beam, maybe? Yeah, movies. Movies. Oh, you're probably... I'm surprised you're even here, dude. Have you got your VR headset yet? Are you watching us from the VR headset? Is this a full body experience of the stream? Do you think there'll ever be like... Yeah, do you think there'll ever be like VR streams? Haptic feedback? You can poke me in the eye and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. It's out of stock. No! Suckage. Damn you, cryptocurrency. Is that part of the cryptocurrency thing? Let's say it is. Damn you, cryptocurrency. Oh, that sucks, dude. Have you got like an ETA on it or anything? This is so messy. Why are all my builds so messy? Come, just there, thank you. So you said this one doesn't need a computer, right? I've never even heard of VR headsets that don't need a computer. Poking me in the eye? Yeah, definitely. Let's move those inside as well. We don't need to worry about the piece count. We don't care about the piece count. Right. That's looking alright. That's definitely looking alright. That one there needs to be attached. Right. Hello, little hole in the wall. Okay, that's looking alright now. It's definitely looking alright. Maybe something around the door. Fix that bit of Z-Fi in there. Right, so how can we make a... I guess we just make like a roller blind thing for this. We could make like a... I guess we could make like a stable door. I don't know. It's probably all too small this anyway. I haven't compared it. I think that'd be alright for flamingos. Bunch of flamingos in there. Doesn't really matter anyway, it's just a nice little building. What's going on there? Oh man. That's alright. Fix up, look sharp. Just fix that up. Make it look like it was always supposed to be like that. If in doubt, add more pieces, that's what I say. We've got the same on the other side. Yeah, that kind of sucks, dude. That's a shame. Hopefully it's not too long. Have you got like things you wanna play on it? It's sort of never really like it's still not really blown up, is it? VR. Okay, right, so let's grab... I need to grab all of this now. Separate this lot from it. So we can get rid of those. Hopefully. In fact, can we get rid of those as well? I think how many different groups we've got going on here. It was the roof pieces, wasn't it? I used the roof pieces. Shouldn't have used those. Oh well. You want to play green chat? What's green chat? And the other game that I can't remember the name. Beat Saber's good. Hey Olivia. Right, hold on. Let me try and work this out. I know you and I have been chatting in the... every time you comment, hopefully you can understand some English, but every time you comment, I always try and work it out before I reply. But I tell you, I usually cheat when I'm replying, just so you know. So he's Petit Bonsoir, Little Hello from France, Tout le monde, Tout le monde, Tout le monde. Anybody know what Tout le monde is? It's not with ice cream, is it? That's something different. Is that from France with ice cream? Petit bonsoir, little hello from France with ice cream. Ice cream on the side. To create and the secret. I'm a secret marvel. I'm a secret marvel, am I? Je suis fan. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, which is what usually my reply is. I do try. I wish I had done better at school. I wish I'd done better at school at GCC French. I might have a clue what you're saying. I've got a little bit of a clue. Pretty sure that says with ice cream. To le monde. Mange tout, mange tout. Derrière. Oh no, that one I should know. I don't know. I don't know. Something about ice cream. To le monde. That's not with ice cream, is it? That's a la mode. Welcome in anyway. It is like to the world, everybody. Yeah. That was close though, eh? I was nearly right. Darn. The other game is Hard Bullet. Oh, I might know that one. So should we have it down here? Ice cream is really close. I think that's a la mode, isn't it? With ice cream. I'll have it down there, I think. Right, it's gonna need some hiding away. Oh, what's going on in there? It's quite big. It's bigger than I wanted it to be. I don't really want it up there. Guess we could make it... like up there. We could make it like up and then have it all like sitting on like a jetty or a dock or something. I need to fix that because it's annoying me. See, that's all supposed to be hidden. I think we'll do that. Let's see if we can make this work. So obviously this has all got a shift. Am I completely wrong then? Isn't this... I thought if you order like something a la mode, is that not... Maybe that's... Maybe I'm completely wrong. Something with ice cream. I thought that was... Can you have it a la mode? No? No? Maybe not. Wouldn't it be cool if you could do stuff in this game even when there's water? Even when there's water down, wouldn't it be cool if you could do stuff? What do you think are the chances of it letting me push in that little bit of... Oh, maybe it's going to let it... No, what a surprise. I can't do it. I have to work around that somehow. So we'll go concrete inside. In fact, let's go with the temple pieces, just so it's off grid. That'll do. Yeah, so we'll do like kind of like a deck around the outside of it, so there's like a walkway around the outside. I don't quite know what I'm going to do to hide that away. Yeah, I've obviously used different pieces of the mud wall here, and they've obviously got different depths. So let's just make that. Let's make that a downward beam as well then. Make that look like it's supposed to be like that. Just hide it away. Was everything I was fixing? It was this, wasn't it? Let's move that out slightly. That's better. Okay, so we'll do that. Something with that inside. And we'll put a little kind of jetty walkway around the outside of it. It's definitely cool. I do like. It's pretty cool to think that, you know, when you get people watching from all different parts of the world, it's pretty cool. It's probably one of the coolest things about doing any YouTube stuff. You get people in the comment section, and you get people in the streams and whatever from all different parts of the world. It's pretty awesome. It's probably one of my favourite things. Should we use the creme glace? You're from Belgium? Yeah, we get a few people from Belgium. We've got quite a few actually. We've got quite a few regulars from Belgium. Yeah, and it obviously depends on what time of day you do stuff. So if I'm like, you know, I think I don't obviously ever stream late enough to get anybody that's like west coast of America really. But yeah, a lot of my audience is I think the majority of my audience is still in America. I think that's mostly just because of just the volume, I guess. But yeah, it's really cool to think. Oh, we were going to do a thing in the Discord, weren't we? We were going to do maybe I should. I know we talked about it. But I don't think we ever. I feel like we just never found a thing. But we were going to do this like, you know, way of like putting all the different kind of flags of where everybody, like a pin of where everybody was in the world. I thought that'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to be able to like come into the Discord and see all these different locations. No, we never found one that would not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember you looking at a few options. That's right. It was all external links, wasn't it? What we want is just to be able to like see a picture of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Bubbles is sleepy, is it? Is he? Is Bubbles he or she? I can't remember. Where's Finally caught you on a live stream. Love your builds. Thank you very much, Starshine. Much appreciated. We're working on Zimba at the moment, if you've seen that one. But there will be a new Tigwadoo episode. Tigwadoo's still definitely my favourite. This one's getting better. I'm feeling my way more into this. If I hadn't spent so damn long on the car park, I think we'd be in a better place with it. But I think once I've got this bit, there's like a point, isn't there? There's like a tipping point for zoos. Well, there is for me, that you kind of really get into it after a certain stage. So we're working on a flamingo habitat. We started working on some of the elephant habitat over here, and we're now working on this kind of night house thing for the flamingos. Deliberately a bit janky. Has anyone here tried Lemnis Gate? That's the new Frontier one, right? I have not. I feel like I've missed a lot of this zoo. We did. So, Bowl, this one's all been pretty recently. There's been maybe like a couple of streams. I did a couple of streams for the like Kangathon thing that Palsy put together. And then I think I've done like maybe 2 episodes on it. I can't really remember. So that's all got to get fixed. So we need to we'll just do this. Maybe we'll just bring this down the side. This is where we find out. Oh, I probably should have checked this before. This is where we find out that the flamingos can't actually walk across this. That could happen. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. I really hope it's not. In fact, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Because if that is the case, I'll put one of the things you can do with those new invisible glass pieces, I think, is like put them on top of stuff like this to hide it, to create a traversable surface. I think. How much did we raise for them? What? Like collectively across everybody. I want to say like $7,000. I can't really remember. I can't remember. It's terrible. But we raised. I think I mean, it's difficult to know because I don't know. I don't know when people went from my videos or my stuff over to them to donate. Other than like people I know. Like you and Lindsay donated, didn't you? I think a couple other people did, but I'm not sure specifically. Well, we hit the target. Well, that was pretty cool. This probably needs to be like grounded in something, like a pillar. Is that going to be huge? Yes. Needs to be like sat on something rather than just wood. Yeah, a couple of people did. I also gave, I can't remember if I said this at the time, but I gave all of the ad revenue as well for those videos and those streams. But yeah, it was just nice to do. It was nice to be involved in something. Just to do something nice, really. Kind of cool. It's kind of nice to be nice sometimes, right? was an excuse to do that. Right, so this all needs securing. So we'll use. Is it like jetty? Yeah, there we go. Use this puppy for these. So I could have used that, but I actually kind of prefer this one. The Pinsy. Yeah, the Pinsy did. It's like the like Fonzie, but Pinsy. Hey. Yeah, so what I was saying was, if they can't walk across this, which I bet they won't be able to, we can use the new emissive glass pieces, I'm pretty sure, upside down to make that like a solid piece, and you won't be able to see it. Yeah, that'll be alright. Right, and then what shall we do about a door here? Maybe like a sliding door would be better. I was thinking like a roller thing, but like considering that's all going to be visible from the path, I think we'll maybe just make like a kind of slidey door. Maybe we go with this one. Oops. Sorry, I kind of missed your question about Lemnis Gate, didn't I? I haven't played it. I've seen it a little bit. I don't think it's probably going to be for me. But I know they're pushing it quite hard. They seem to be streaming that quite regularly over on their Twitch. Tell you what we might do here, I think, is a bit of this stuff. No worries, Wes. What can I use that's the right sort of height? So this obviously isn't going to be blue when I've done. I haven't changed it yet. Just watched the trailer. Haven't heard of it. Don't think it's my cup of tea. I've seen a little bit of it. It's like it's kind of like a turn-based thing, isn't it? It's like I haven't played this sort of thing in ages, but like the old like XCOM games. That's what I thought it looked like. Is it is that a turn-based strategy game? Is that what you call that? Where it's like you do a thing and then you... These are not great textures, are they? You do a thing and then you wait your turn and the AI does a thing. It feels like it's probably a closer sort of step on from Elite, which is the other big game they've got, or the big game they've got. What's that? Is there a gap there? There is. Welcome back. You were gone for long. You were gone for a long time. Yeah, so I'm going to try and get back on a little bit of a more regular schedule. As I said earlier in the stream, or at the beginning of the stream, I've got a whole bunch of things going on at the moment. IRL, moving and various different things going on. So yeah, I'm going to try and get back to a bit better routine, but I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself to do it. I think that's the key. I mean, it's difficult as summer because summer's always like, you know, there's a lot of people that make content get a bit, you know, bummed out as summer because it's you know, like people got stuff to do in the world, man. They ain't got time to be watching the YouTubes. The sun's out. Everybody should be out enjoying it. Especially after the last 18 months everybody's had. So yeah, it's quite easy when you're like, you know, content creating numpty to feel like, oh, why does everybody think my stuff is crap now? It's not. It's just because you're out. Like they're out. People got stuff to do. Got holidays to have now. So we're going to make this look a little bit like, hopefully, we're going to make it look like it's on wheels. By using the... does this work? I feel like I've done this before. The fence, one of the sign pieces. That one, is it? It's not the right way around, is it? It's the other one. It's the little... I think it's the little black... That one. So, if you do that... Kind of looks like it's got wheels on the bottom. And obviously I've got to fix up the rest of it. Might not be worth it. We shall see. Do 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 do. Might be a better piece for that now, but I don't know. We shall see. Let's push that in a little bit. Yeah, don't know if that really works. I think we'll say no. Abort. We could just make it look like it's kind of hanging there. So if we did like a track for it, I just put it like so it's like a suspended door. In fact, if we did it up, just do it up there. But yeah, I'm hoping kind of get back into a bit more regular thing. I'll be doing some more some more Twitch gubbins and trying to get back in. Hopefully we're not too far off of getting the luxury DLC for House Fitbit as well, but we shall see. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. And then we'll put like a can we put like a something that makes it look like it's got a bar on it? So I'm probably actually going to be trying Car Mechanic Simulator tomorrow at some point on Twitch. I've played that. I played the old one. It's kind of just like super chill, really. Quite like a bit of chill. Quite partial to a bit of chill. Yeah, so I think we'll give that a go. Yeah, actually, yeah, Nadine was Nadine got given a key for it, and she was very kind and gave it to me. So I think we'll give that a go. It's a bit grindy, but it's the sort of one that's quite good just to hang out and do a little bit of like, you know, bit of chatting, bit of grinding. Doesn't take a lot of brain capacity. That's huge. Right then, so there we go, there's that done. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do in there, but I'll work out something to do with that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm already thinking, I can't take the water out of this without pain, without massive pain, because the water level is right at the top of the glass panel, so to get all the water back out of that, I'd have to spend ages with it. But let's have a look, see, all this was in vain. We'll chuck a barrier in. So I think this is going to be big. It's going to go like kind of right down here somewhere. And then follow this path. Come all the way around. Yeah, and it's probably basically just going to be flamingos. Okay, cool. Right, so let's get a just do this temporarily. Taking out what you want to place it can be such a nightmare. Yeah, if you do anything like what I've done with it, it's such a pain, because you can see that water level is like right at the top of where the glass is, so I've gone round and lowered it all down. Daniel will be happy Chelsea are 1 up. Cool. No worries, Wes. No worries. Probably won't be streamed for that much longer. Maybe about a half hour or something. But what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was seeing if I could get... So, they won't be obviously able to get up there, so I'll have to just chuck them in. Flamingos. way to Flamingo. Let's just get one. No path to destination. Oh, that's because that doesn't actually go anywhere. Smart. That's because that doesn't actually go anywhere as well. I'm surprised it's taking you to this point to do it, but still doesn't do anything. It still doesn't do anything. Hey Pierre, how you doing, bud? How's it going? Right, let's see if this works. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be able to walk over that deck. You had a good day? Nice. That's good to hear. Alright, come on. You went canoeing with your parents and little brother. That's awesome. That is cool. Are you on holiday or is that just near home? It should make poop sounds. Well, we shall have to see one day. One day maybe it will. You're still on holiday. Nice. Where's my dude? Why are they all looking around there? Oh, that's because there's something in there. You go home today, fair enough. Have I not got... Maybe I haven't got any... Maybe I haven't got any staff for moving stuff. I've got a caretaker. Where is he? Oh, that's why. He's stranded over here. Exclamation mark, Pinsy. Last Thursday I came home from holiday. You're still on... I think you must have got that back round the wrong way. You came home from holiday last Thursday, but you're still on holiday. Oh, there he is, he's in. Right, have I got the escape? I should summon Pinsy. I should summon a Pinsy. Let's put that on creative. You got home from holiday now, right? Got you. Till next Tuesday. So you're away on... I get confused. Right, let's hope they can get in the door. It works! Yay! And they can walk on it as well. Sweet. Okay, so that'll be cool. That'll be... Obviously it needs like a whole load more dressing up. And can the staff get on it as well? Yes, and the staff can get through the door. Perfect. I wonder if I can make there be some reason for the staff to come down there. It'd be kind of nice. So yeah, that's a top. That'll be the top lake, and then there'll be another. So my plan for this. You don't know when you start your holiday anymore. Fair enough. I mean, that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. If you've forgotten not being on holiday, if you only remember being on holiday, that's a good state of being. That's something you should aspire to keep. Pop Dropout chat does not like mod mode. Went all crazy with poop emojis. Had to close the stream. Oh really? See you, Wes. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hopefully I'll see you on the car mechanic one tomorrow. Sometimes I forgot sometimes as well which day it was. Yeah, that's so wicked, isn't it, when that happens on holiday? I used to do a thing whenever I've been travelling. Like, I've done a few big travels in my life, and I don't keep a diary in like normal life and stuff, but I've always made a point of when I've been travelling to try and keep like a journal or something. And it's really cool when you have like a point where you look back on your journal and you're like, oh, that was only last week. That was only last week we were in wherever. Yeah, if you're moving around loads, what's the best way to do this? So I kind of want water, but I don't really want to have the faff of having to have water. Then you wake up on the last day of your holidays and realise you've got to go back to real life. Yeah, that sucks. I just really want like a really kind of shallow, really shallow kind of, excuse me, like lagoon thing. I'm trying to think what the best way to do this is. I think I'm gonna be forced to take it to a depth deeper than I want to, so like that won't fill up with water because because it's too, like, the lip is too shallow and there's not enough of a depth, so we will probably have to push it more. Let's see about like maybe like that. Gate. What's going on here? I've got this horrible messiness here. So, does that fill up with water? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Because if I now get this stuff and I just make like a false floor with it, and I can make it in places, make it really shallow if I want to. Yeah, I think that'll work out okay. Can you put the flamingo, you know, they're like grazing things, can they go under? They go underwater. So we might do a bunch of these and have it like all kind of rock pools and stuff down here. So what would be nice is to have some like little shallow bits and then some deeper bits and all that sort of stuff all over. Listen to some music and then I'm going to bed and have... No worries, dude. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Oh, God. The hordes. Can you not... I thought you could change the colour on those. Obviously not. Right. So, shall we go with the faux rocks or the real stuff? Yeah, I think we'll stay with the faux stuff. got to work. I guess the first thing I need to work out is how they get up and down. I guess we could just have like a slope there. See what that's a bit steep, but I mean they should be able to do that though, surely. Yeah, cool. And the staff, can they do it? Yes, sweet. Okay, cool. Right, so that'll be alright. So we'll just have that as like a little run that they come down. So this is basically just going to all be rock. So let's turn the alignment off. Do some rock placement to end the stream. Bit of therapeutic ASMR rock placement. Pretty much going to stay in the same colour. Oh, that's interesting. Because I'm still trying to keep this whole kind of deserty vibe to the place. That is obviously supposed to still be the African grasslands ish. Doggy has to go potty. No worries. Didn't actually check to see if they can get into that. So that's supposed to be like a little, I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a little mud hole. But it needs breaking up. Yeah, going back to what we were talking about earlier, we were talking about Planet Coaster and some of the things that Planet Coaster has that Planet Zoo doesn't have. And there is a lot of... I can't remember who was in some stream the other day and they were talking about, you know, all the potential other things that we could, you know, that they might do. Like I think someone was saying about Planet Aquarium and all that sort of stuff. I think it's unlikely. I think we're likely next to get from Frontier is just probably a continuation of this game, and I can kind of imagine there being lots of scope for DLCs in this. I personally think the next thing we're going to get on Planet Zoo is going to be just an animal only. I think they're going to be doing that more often now, that they'll just be like my guess would be that we get a higher proportion of animal only stuff moving forwards. Do I want the guests to be able to look over that? Yeah, I don't know if I do. Because if I let the guests be able to look over it, then we can obviously, all of the people down here can see the guests walking along that path, which I don't really want. So I think we'll do a bit of a taller thing. thing that's cool about these faux rock pieces is that they, the texture's really good on them, so it doesn't matter if you make them. You can kind of get away with making them fairly repetitive because it's obviously it's fake and it should be looking fairly repetitive. Right, so let's just go and do some of this over here. This is obviously going to be quite a lot of rock work. It's a shame you can't recolour these feeder things, but I guess you can probably do that where you hide them. And then I want to hide, kind of want to hide the edges, I think, but have a little bit of a lip. Looks a bit crap there. Yeah, I think this will be alright. It just needs lots and lots of rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Do, 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 do. I just want to get a little bit of a section done before I call it a night. It's always when you start putting the trees and stuff in that it really comes together. At this stage it never really feels like it's anything. I'm not sure, not quite sure yet how high we've got to go. I guess I need to bring some guests in. They're not coming up. Oh, that path's not connected. That's why. I was going to say we should be going up that path to see the elephants. Let's see what they look like going up this path. I don't mind them sort of viewing it here. Maybe we just kind of round this corner off. Oh, that's probably not where the gate's going to be as well. Let's see what they look like going up there. I'm pretty sure that once they get to around that point they'll be invisible. Don't mind seeing a little bit of their heads. The thing is, there's going to be trees and stuff in there, so I think it'll be all good. That'll work out. Alright, let's bring a bit of greenness in, or a little bit of something, a bit of foliage. pretty much using the marulers. What else was I used in the car park back here? I used the fever trees. What's that one? Oh, that is a marula. The acacias. Let's go with those as well. Yeah, I think my elephant habitat is basically the exact the same bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's starting to make a difference already. I don't want to do any like palm trees and things because it just won't feel right. I wish there was a way of toggling that blue barrier thing off. It's so annoying. And like in the middle of... Oh, maybe we could probably put some corkwoods and stuff in there as well. Corkwood, or is it? No, mangrove. It's a bit green. Let's find it a bit green. There is a way of turning that off, is there? Do tell, because I have no idea. I've never noticed. I've never known that you can turn that off. Is it a setting? At the bottom of the items, there's show hidden barriers. You can shut it off. At the bottom of the item options. Am I in the right place? Bottom far right. No, in the options on the side where you select an item, where like align to surface and stuff is. One of these things. Oh, no way! No way! I've got 2,000 hours. How did I not know this? I've got 2,000 hours in the game. How did I not know that? Amazing. You legend. That's amazeballs. That's so much better. Oh, hold on. It's turned itself back on again. I don't want any. So does that mean... Oh, that makes so much more sense. Yeah. That makes so much more sense. That's going to be so much better. I don't understand how I didn't know that. I've literally never seen that option before. Yeah, those mangroves work alright, I think. They're not too green. They're a little bit green, but they're not too green. Thanks, Bold. I've always said you were one of the best. I've always said that Bold. She's good peoples. Shut up, Lindsay. You don't know nothing. Don't even try it, Lindsay. You don't know nothing. Yeah, I've literally never seen that. Yeah, I'm mortified. I was left when I find something like that and my life changes 15 hours into the game. I know. I can't believe I didn't know that. I've literally never pressed that button. I don't even know if I've ever highlight hidden barriers. I mean, it seems so obvious now. Okay, so they should be able to get up there. Hello, my little duder. Hello, my lover. Quite like the flamingos. Very tall, aren't you? Tuscan the lonely flamingo. So yeah, basically we've got to do that all the way across there. Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't want you looking. No looking. Use the designated looking areas only. Stupid heads. What else could I use here? What have I used in the... Oh god. What's my palette? Oh, that's so... So that's my mouse button that does that, where it puts the 3 in there. Because I've got my I've got one of those like mouses with the mouses. I feel like it should be mouses if it's a... Oh, it's that I'm looking for. The Nitraria thing. Is it like a Momo mouse or something like that? Mobo mouse? I can't remember. I've got one of them anyway. But for some reason Planet Zoo always reads it as a 3 when I press the mouse button. Strange. Yeah, exactly. Stupid guests. Jog on. Yeah, these like Nitraria things are like my new favourite. My new favourite for sort of scruffy looking decoration. Right, and I'm not sure they probably wouldn't make much of a path, but I guess we'll give them like a track that they walk. I'm also not sure if we had the frankincense tree before, but I'm obsessed. The frankincense tree. Is that one we got with the Africa pack? Frank. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Oh, yes. That is nice. I've not used that yet. Yeah, nice like trunk colour. Is that... Yeah, it is Africa. Desert. Weird. What are the bigger ones like? Yeah, this is definitely... We definitely got the best set of trees in this. I do like them. I have to say, I think that probably the Marula is like one of my faves. And that Acacia I never think looks all that good. It's all right. Like, if you use it sparsely, I think I've got a little bit too much of that going on there. Let's go back over here a minute. So I've used some nettles. Oh, we've got the drin grass, of course. Yeah, this is coming along. I think that might be. I think we just hit the 2.5 hour mark, so I think we might call it there. This is coming along. I still like my little bus stop. My backstage gubbins. I've got to do like a loading dock at some point. So all of this area is going to be like loading dock and quarantine and things. So there won't be guests coming down this way at all. The guests will probably path round that way, and then I've got to drop a road here. I think there's going to be like a sunken path that's going under there. And then that goes round somewhere else. We're getting there. Yeah, definitely need to do some work to blend that elephant habitat in. But that's all right. We made a little bit of progress. We did a little building. We started this thing, which I'll end up doing something with. I'm not sure yet. It's a bit crap, but we'll get there. That looks alright. I think that looks alright. Sort of simple. Do I need to do anything on the inside? I think it's all alright inside, apart from whatever I'm going to do with that. So, yes, peeps. Thank you very much for hanging out. That's going to be it for this one. As I said, there'll be a new episode of Tigwadoo on Saturday. Like 7 PM, I think. Probably. I can't remember. 5 PM maybe UK time. I'll probably be streaming a bit on Twitch tomorrow and maybe a bit on Sunday. I might do another stream on Sunday on PZ, maybe a bit of Tigwadoo or something. Anyway, Pete, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Right, let's see if the other screens work, the new screens. There might not be any music at the end, so I might just say goodbye. I think the last screen doesn't have any music on it. Anyway, take it easy, peeps. Thanks very much for hanging out. Catch you on the next one.